Okay, platypuses, today in phonics we are going to be adding the ed suffix. So I have an activity for you to start off with to practice all that you've learnt about the ed suffix and the different spelling rules. So here is part of the story from, do you know the Funny Bone story? Well, this is from the Funny Bone story, and it is in the present tense. I'm going to read it to you, and I want you to think about the words, the verbs that are in the present tense, and you are going to then change them into the past tense, okay? So I will read it to you first. The skeletons climb the dark, dark staircase and step out into the dark, dark street. They walk past the house and the shops. They play on the swings. They scratch their skulls. They chase each other, trip over a park bench, bump into a tree, and they all end up as a pile of bones. They hurry home and hop down the staircase, walk into the cellar, and jump into their beds. So your job is to turn that into the past tense, okay? So look for the verbs. So for instance, I'm going to give you the example for the first one. So the skeletons climb the dark, dark staircase would become the skeletons climbed the dark, dark staircase. So you need to change that into the past tense, okay? So I want you to be able to apply the spelling rules that you have learned. Okay, and then you need to look for the rest of the words to change into the past tense, okay? So pause the video, have a go, and then we'll check the answers together. Okay, how did you get on with your writing? How did you get on with your spellings, changing it from the present tense into the past tense? Do you want to have a look? Okay, can you see? Can you see all of the words in red? Okay, these were all in the present tense, and can you see that they all have the ed suffix now added to them, and we've applied the spelling rules. Hopefully that's what yours looks like too. Okay, so have a check of them, okay, and make sure that you've spelt them all correctly. Right, let's have a look. So here are your spellings for the week. Remember, practice them every day. Most of them are adding the ed suffix that we've been practicing all week. And there are two of the common exception words that are a little bit tricky to spell. Okay, so every and everybody. Okay, so keep practicing those every week, ready for your spelling test on Friday. And then I want you to have a look at these. So these are your spellings. These are the ones where we're adding the ed suffix, okay? And I want you to have a think about the rules. So you can see reply was replied, cry becomes cried, fry becomes fried, hike becomes hiked, race becomes raced, pat becomes patted, hum becomes hummed, and drop becomes dropped. Can you see how we have added the ed suffix? What changed? What are the rules when we added the ed suffix? So have a think about those. We've done lots of work, and they are very similar rules to the suffixes that we've learnt about so far. Okay, so once you've had a little think about that, I would like you to actually here is just a recap of the spelling rules. So these are here just in case you can't remember the rules, okay, or just in case you need a reminder. And then I want you now to practice your spellings using your words in a sentence. So I've given you an example here. I patted the puppy on the head. We hiked through the hills all afternoon. Okay, so practice writing your words, and don't forget to practice your spellings ready for your spelling test next week. Okay.